안녕하세요. 또 38일차 내일 수요일 부분을 예습낭독을 하고 가도록 하겠습니다. 네, 여기입니다. Of course, it's right, said Violet. It's working beautifully. Oh my, what lovely soup this is. Spit it out, said Mr. Wonka. It's changing, shouted Violet, chewing and grinning both at the same time. The second course is coming up. It's roast beef. It's tender and juicy. Oh boy, what a flavor. The baked potato is marvelous too. It's got a crispy skin and it's all filled with butter inside. But how interesting, Violet, said Mr. Bogart. You are a clever girl. Keep chewing, kiddo, said Mr. Bogart. Keep right on chewing, baby. This is a great day for the Bogarts. Our little girl is the first person in the world to have a chewing gum meal. Everybody was watching Violet Bogart as she stood there chewing this extraordinary gum. Little Charlie Bucket was staring at her, absolutely spellbound, watching her huge rubbery lips as they pressed and unpressed with the chewing, and Grandpa Joe stood beside him, gaping at the girl. Mr. Wonka was wringing his hands and saying, No, 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 no. It isn't ready for eating. It isn't right. You mustn't do it. Blueberry pie and cream, shouted Violet. Here it comes. Oh my, it's perfect. It's beautiful. It's exactly as though I'm swallowing it. It's as though I'm chewing and swallowing great big spoonful of the most marvelous blueberry pie in the world. Good heavens, girl, shrieked Mrs. Bogart suddenly, staring at Violet. What's happening to your nose? Oh, be quiet, mother, and let me finish, said Violet. It's turning blue, screamed Mrs. Bogart. Your nose is turning blue as a blueberry. Your mother is right, shouted Mr. Bogart. Your whole nose has gone purple. What do you mean? Said Violet, still chewing away. Your cheeks, screamed Mrs. Bogart. They're turning blue as well. So is your chin. Your whole face is turning blue. Spit that gum out at once, ordered Mr. Bogart. Mercy, save us, yelled Mrs. Bogart. The girl's going blue and purple all over. Even her hair is changing color. Violet, you're turning violet. Violet, what is happening to you? I told you I hadn't got it quite right, sighed Mr. Wonka, shaking his head sadly. I'll say you haven't, cried Mrs. Bogart. Just look at the girl now. Everybody was staring at Violet, and what a terrible, peculiar sight she was. Her face and hands and legs and neck, in fact the skin all over her body, as well as her great big mop of curly hair, had turned a brilliant purplish blue, the color of a blueberry juice. It always goes wrong when we come to the dessert, sighed Mr. Wonka. It's the blueberry pie that does. But I will get it right one day. You wait and see. 네, 여기까지가 내일 부분입니다. 오, 바이올렛으로 돼버리는 부분이네요. 네, 여기까지. 내일 또 만나서 같이 읽어요. 안녕.